Remember always, shoot safely and be respectful of the land and the people using it. Established best practices protect our natural resources and provide a safe experience for all users of the forest. One of the most important best practices is using 150 yards as a guide to increase safety when shooting. Recreational shooters should create a 360-degree circle of safety around their chosen site. This means that if a shooter is standing where they plan to take aim, there should be no trails, campsites, homes, or any other recreational activities anywhere within 150 yards when facing any direction. Looking at a physical map or using something like Google Earth or the Avenza app before choosing a site may be helpful in identifying structures or trails that may be hidden, but physically exploring the site is also a necessary safety step.
All right, well, we need to be 150 yards away from anything.
So how do we know how far 150 yards is?
Well, I have a rangefinder, and you could probably pace it out at the same time, and we'll just double check that way.
Okay, I'll start walking.
Okay.
Dispersed shooting requires extra attention to safety. Practicing how to gauge 150 yards is necessary to become most accurate. Shooters should practice pacing out 150 yards many times before ever going to a potential shooting site. It's a good idea to measure the length of your typical stride and determine how many steps it would take for you to reach 150 yards, and then add a few paces for additional safety. There is also other technology which can help when trying to create a circle of safety, which could include a measuring wheel, a smartphone app, or other distance measuring gadgets. Be sure to look past your 150-yard distance in all directions for anything beyond what you may see. A house, a tent, or people recreating may be just beyond your circle of safety. And firearms have the potential to go much further than 150 yards. This is another reason to be sure and fire directly into a backstop and not over it. The Avenza app allows you to download the free Forest Service Motor Vehicle Use Map or other maps that will help you gauge distance and confirm the identity of other potential safety hazards such as roads or campgrounds.
All right, so we ready to go?
Almost, just a couple more things. I want to flag off our lanes, and then we have to get prepared, and we'll be ready to go.
All right.
A good backstop must be large enough to capture all of your shots. This should typically be a large hill or berm. It also must be wide enough and tall enough to consistently stop your bullets. The backstop should absorb the bullets and not allow them to ricochet. This is a very important piece to choosing a safe backstop. Any rocky locations, wood, cement, glass, or plastic materials are not safe for shooting. Though it is a popular image from old westerns, shooting objects off of a fence or attaching targets to trees is also not a safe or acceptable practice. Know what is allowed for targets where you are shooting. Trash or discarded items are not acceptable targets. You should also be sure to check your backstop for any dry brush or other fuels that may catch fire. Ideally, the backstop will be earthen with no vegetation or at least damp vegetation. Learn more how to coexist with other recreationists in our next video, Interacting with Others.